Welcome guys. In this question, the question is triplets one. Okay. So the question is triplets one. So in what type of things in this question are given? So this is our question. So in this question, you have to given an array. You have to given an array like this. Okay. You have to given an array, and what you have to do? You have to select the three indexes. Select the three indexes, and you have to find out the number where the triplets you have to find out the triplets where x is equal to y. So what I'm saying, like this is our array, like a comma b comma c comma d comma e. Okay, and when this is your array, and you have to find out the three indexes like I, j and k. Okay, and the range of this index is like what? If the range of I is 0 to j minus 1, and the range of j is j plus 1 to k, and range of k to k array dot length minus 1. Okay, array dot length minus 1. What I'm saying is array dot length minus 1. Okay, the range of k is 0 to j minus 1, j plus 1, and k, the range of k is to k to array dot length minus 1. Okay, so this is your range. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is the range of I to 0, the range of I is 0 to j minus 1, and the range of j plus 1 to k, and the range of k is k to array dot length minus 1. Okay, so this is our three range. Okay, so this is our three range. So if I want to find out the number, the triplets where our x equal to y, we have to find out the triplets where x equal to y. So the x is arr of I, arr I plus 1, arr j minus 1. Okay, the x is arr of I, arr I plus 1, and arr j minus 1, and the y is arr j plus 1, arr k plus 1. Okay, so what you find out, if x equal to y, then that range in that range in that I and j and k at somewhere, at some position, this the I and j and k at somewhere position, and x equal to y, then you have to print the triplets at this time. Okay, so you have to find out the number of triplets. Okay, so this is thing I'm just explaining. So I'm just explaining you to by this example. So this is our triplets. Okay, so you find out that you can add any number extra. You find out that XOR of V and E. You find out the XOR of V, XOR C, XOR D, XOR E equal to 0. Equal to 0. Okay, so you know the cumulative property. You know the cumulative property where if A XOR B XOR C is 0, then you can take A XOR C XOR B 0. It means A equal to C XOR B, or A XOR C equal to B. You can take any position, like x equal to, for x equal to y. Okay, like A XOR C XOR B, you can take any position. Like if A XOR C XOR B XOR C 0, then you can take A equal to C XOR B XOR C. When this is y, this is x. Okay, what I'm saying is like if A equal to V XOR C XOR D XOR E. Okay, then when A XOR B XOR C XOR D XOR E is 0, and this is your x and this is your y, then x equal to y. Okay, this is your condition. So if we apply this thing in here, if we take, this is your range x, okay, and this is your y, I, and j is vary from here, j equal to, the condition of the range of j equal to I plus 1 to array dot length, and the range of j is from here to here. This is your k, and the range of k is k to arr dot length. Arr dot length minus 1. Minus 1 in the sense ki you don't need to include arr dot length. You have to include arr dot length minus 1. Okay, so the range of k is k to arr dot length minus 1, or arr dot length, but you don't need to include the arr dot length. Okay, so you have to just change this position of j, and you find out triplets, because this is your y. From that range to that range, the y is here. Okay, so this is your b and this is your c, d, e, f. Okay, this is our first triplet, where this is your x and this is your y. C XOR D XOR E XOR F. Okay, because we know that B XOR C XOR D XOR E XOR F equal to 0, then B XOR C XOR D XOR E XOR F equal to 0, because we know that commutative property, if this is equal and this is, if this is X and this is Y, then X equal to Y. Okay, same thing. So this is your first triplet, and the second triplet is what? If this is Y, if this is BC, this is your X and this is your Y, then D XOR E XOR F equal to 0. This is Y. Okay, if you take X is BCD, then E XOR F equal to Y, and this is your X, and this is your also third triplet. Okay, so this is your triplets, and fourth is B, C, D, E, and this is your F. Okay, so this is your F, and then this is your X, this is your Y. Okay, so there are 4 type of triplets you can find out. There are 4 type of triplets you find out. Okay, because the range is to F. Okay, so we find out 4 triplets where our XOR is 0, where when the XOR of B, C, D, E, F equal to 0. So I'm just explaining with numbers so that you understand everything easily. Okay, so erase this and type the numbers. So you can number is like 5, 6, 2, 3, 3, 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 8, 9. Okay, so this is number, and you find out position where our XOR is 0, like this position, like P1. You can take P1 here, and you can take P2 here. Okay, and this is your range of I to K, where J can vary from anywhere to anywhere. You have 3 indexes, no? I, J, K, and you know the range of J, I plus 1 to K, and K range is K to ARR dot length minus 1, and the range of I is to I to J minus 1, I to J minus 1. So I is here and J is here. J, the range of J is I plus 1, I is range J, the range of I is J minus J minus 1. Okay, so this is K. So this is our range. Okay, so initially initially we know that 2 XOR 3 XOR 3 XOR 5 XOR 3 XOR 2 XOR 5 XOR 3 0. Why? 2 2 will make 0, 3 3 will make 0, 3 3 will make 0, 5 5 will make 0. So the XOR of this range is 0. So in this range, how many triplets you can find out? If we take 2 as a X and 3 XOR 3 XOR 3 0, then X equal to Y, because when we take 2 XOR this range, then you find out this XOR is 0 because of cumulative property. So you have to just change the position of J. So you have to change the position of J and find out our triplets. Initially you can take 2 here and J here, 3 3 5 3 2 5 3. Okay, so you take X here and you can take Y here. So you know that the XOR of all is 0, then when you take XOR of this number, then this will give also 0. Okay, so second range is 2 3, and this is our 3 XOR 5 XOR 3 XOR 2 XOR 5 XOR 3, and this is our second triplet. Okay, and the third triplet is 2 3 3 and 5 XOR 3 XOR 2 XOR 5 XOR 3. Okay, and the fourth triplet is through 3 3 5. Okay, and 3 XOR 2 XOR 5 XOR 3. Okay, and the fourth triplet is 2 3 3 5 3 2 XOR 5 XOR 3. Okay, 2 3 3 5 3 2 and 5 3. Okay, 2 3 2 5 3 2 5 and 3. Okay, so this is your 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So we have 7 triplets. This is your X, this is your X, this is your X, and this is your Y. Okay, so you have to find out 7 triplets where X equal to Y. Why? Because we know that the whole range is, the whole XOR is 0. Then when you take 2 XOR with this number, then you find out 0. When you take this 2 3 XOR with this, then you find out 0. Okay, so this is your X, this is your Y. This is your condition where X equal to Y, because the XOR of 2 3 and with this is 0. So X equal to Y. So these are 7 triplets in this range. Okay, in this range you find out 7 triplets. This range can be anywhere. You can take V1 here and you can take V2 here. You can take V1 here and you can take V2 here. Many type of range you can find out, and you have to just count the triplets. So how we can count the triplet? You can make the formula of triplet. How? Your index is this. Oh, 1 second. Your index is this. 1 second. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So the index of K is 9 and the index of I is 2. So triplets is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. K minus I is triplets. How? 9 minus 2 equal to 7, and there are 7 triplets. So the formula is K minus I. So everywhere when you have a 3 position I comma J comma K, or you can take, then you have the triplets is K minus I. When you can take K here, you can take K here. You don't need to put a J extra. You can start K from I plus 1 to K. Okay, you can take K from I plus 1 to K, and the K is ARR dot size. Okay, so I have to go and code it, this problem. Okay, so now I'm just go and code this problem. So I'm just go and code this problem. So what we have to do, we have to take answer equal to 0, and then what we have to do, we have to just put for loop, take int I equal to 0 and I less than arrow dot length arrow dot length I plus plus, and then what you have to do, we have to take int, sorry, we have to take int XOR equal to ARR of, sorry, we have to take XOR of sorry, we have to take XOR of sorry, you have to take XOR of ARR of I. Okay, and then you have to put a loop for int I, sorry, int k equal to I plus 1. So you have to vary k from I plus 1. Okay, from error dot size, sorry, error dot length, then k plus plus. Then what you have to do, you have to just take XOR of all numbers. Okay, so you have to just take XOR of all numbers, XOR of all numbers, like error of I. Okay, sorry, error of k, because k is vary now, so you have to take XOR of all numbers, and then if you find out anywhere XOR is 0, like if you find anywhere XOR is 0, then what you have to do, you have to just check out that if XOR is 0, then you have to find out a formula. Formula is k minus I. This is your formula. The formula is k minus I. Okay, this is your formula. And then after that, if XOR is 0, then you have to just go and print this formula. System.out.print I think ln answer. Okay, this is your formula. Okay, so this is your formula. So you take int answer equal to 0 and I equal to error dot length, and then you take XOR of initial first number, and then vary from every number, like k I plus 1 to k from error dot length. Okay, then you take XOR with every number, and if XOR is 0, then you have to just go and find out our answer and then return it. So you have to just return this, you have to just debug this problem, accept it and submit it. Okay, so I'm just explain the question. So this is our code. Okay, so what I'm doing here, initially we are taking this, initially we are taking XOR of ARR of I. We are taking 1 second, you have to just erase this all things and erase this all things. Okay, so what I'm saying is, initially we find out that this is your number. Okay, initially we take I equal to 0 here, and then we traverse the loop k is vary from here to here, and if we find out anywhere our XOR is 0, we take XOR 6 with 2 with 3 with 3 with 5 with 3, we take everywhere our XOR, like from here to here. Then if we found anywhere our XOR is 0, then we check out our how many triplets can be found from this formula. We make this formula, we doesn't go to check everywhere, we just put the formula and find out our triplets. If we found anywhere our triplets is 0, if we found out anywhere our XOR is 0, then we just count the triplets. But we check every time, we check everywhere, we take I here, then we take I here from here. Okay, and then we check everywhere, we take I here, and then we vary the k. Okay, and then when I is here, then we vary the k, and at this condition we find out this range I and this, and in this range we find out the XOR is 0, and then we just put the formula of answer equal to answer plus k minus I, and then we find out our answer. So simple, very basic. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. So thank you so much.